On the way to go drop the car off to one of the OVO guys. There's a lot missing in here, buddy. You can see it literally is like a skeleton. And this is something that a lot of people would not even attempt, especially on like $1 million car. We don't say no. We make no. And this guy calls me, he's like, yo, I have a Supra build that I want to build for SEMA. And it needs a couple things. Doesn't look like a couple things to me. If this thing is going to SEMA, it can't look like this. Because under here, there's a big one. There's like 6 or 7 plugs that went into it. All that had to get taken apart just for one bolt in the middle. We do it right or we don't do it at all, right? The level that we went to for you on this, God help my soul.
Doing PPF and all of these cutouts and all the airways and stuff. And we're doing color PPF. I'm not gonna say what color, but we're gonna have to hide all of this yellow. It's gonna be a lot of disassembly to make sure that we cover every crevice, every corner. But even like 200 kilometers, you can see how bad the paint is already. You can see all the purple dots.
Was this, how did this get over?
He drove it. He drove it. He brought this car last week on Tuesday, I believe, to select what color he wanted to do. And he only had 98 kilometers on it. He brought it on Friday with 220 kilometers on it. So he drove this car with no PPF on it from the factory. On the Gardner, it was raining all week long. Like, he did honestly, I'm not too familiar with this platform yet. So I don't know if they have other models or variants where they have an engine cover or like a piece of glass or something. But like, this is pretty ridiculous. Everything is exposed. Every connector, your throttle body's over there.
For our weather, that can't.
No. Imagine outside in a snowstorm, this would be packed. Yeah. It would be full. Rear glass without fully like laying on top of the quarter panel. Look how far in this is. Gonna have to lay on top of the engine bay just in the glass. Any sort of contamination, debris, anything that's embedded into the paint, for example, especially on like these hard edges and stuff, if there's anything on there and we wrap the PPF on top of that, it's not gonna stick. A lot of people, they have their own ways. I usually like clay barring the car while I'm washing it. So I'll do my hand wash, rinse it off, refoam it again, and then I'll hit it with the clay bar. Yeah. But because the car is just so intricate, I don't wanna rush it and I don't wanna miss anything. So I'd rather take my time and get it done right rather than, because as you foam it, like the foam is eventually gonna run off, the paint's gonna dry. Even like this stuff, like claying all of this, because it's full coverage. We clay bar everything that is painted. So anything that is paint, we're going to PPF. So all these gloss black pieces, the diffusers, side skirts, pretty much, yeah, every surface. The Lego was cramped up there.
Yeah, this one the dealer sold. So they were driving it for a bit. I think they put like 12,000 kilometers or something on it. So they remember, it came here brand new. But there was some imperfections that happened while they owned it. There's a dent on the door. The rear quarter has a dent. They damaged that. The front was clapped. Yeah, so we replaced the front bumper for them, replaced the hood because it had a massive damage on the hood. So that's all being replaced. And then we're actually gonna PPF it because the client that bought it wants PPF on top of the wrap.
Full front end.
Full front end. So we're gonna do the PPF on it. And then they curbed 2 wheels, or sorry, 1 wheel, but we're doing both to match because we did that bronze finish. Look at the dent here.
Oh.
There's a dent there. And then this quarter, it's waiting for the wheels, and then I guess they'll send it out for the finishing touches and then delivery probably this week for the client because we had a PPF and let it dry. All right, guys, we're about to lay the first panel on the Revuelto, so wish us luck. There is gonna be a crazy amount of pieces on this car that's gonna be coming apart. So me and Javier are probably gonna start attacking this in the next hour. We're gonna start laying some of these panels first. I had someone come and show us what needs to be done. There's about 50 plus hours of just removal to take this entire clamshell off the car and all the parts that we need off just to get this thing perfect. We want to do things the right way or don't do it at all, right? So keep in mind, this entire part from basically here is all gonna be gone. The clamshell, the engine cover, the spoiler, the rear bumper, tail lights, exhaust, wheels are coming off, liners are coming off, side blades are coming off, door handles are coming out, mirrors are coming out. Everything is coming out because this car is yellow. Sorry to say, it's yellow and it's going satin black. So you can imagine how hard it's going to be to cover this thing, and with PPF, not wrap. So it's even harder to do this. So that's where we're going to take everything apart, make it easier for my king over here, my PPF king, right? And wish us luck with this one. Color is beautiful, bro. It is frozen black PPF. It's not satin. It's not satin black. So it gives a little bit more of that deeper. I feel like it's like a deeper black. You feel it, no? And it has that like actual frozen texture to it. Don't mind all the watermarks. It's all over the car right now because we're squeegeeing and applying water and stuff. But there's a lot missing in here, buddy. You can see it literally is like a skeleton. And this is something that a lot of people would not even attempt, especially on like $1 million car. But we don't say no. You know, it just takes a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And when you have obviously an automotive background, when you actually do this as a tech, it becomes easier. We have the right tools. Bro, my toolbox is like 100 grand in tools. And as you go, you buy new tools. Even for this, I literally bought a whole new toolkit just to do certain panels that had like 2 or 3 bolts that I couldn't get to, but with this special tool, you can, you know? Yeah, it's not like you needed to go to a Lambo dealership to do this. We did it right here, you know? Clean shop. Right tools, nothing broke, everything is mint. Everything's labeled, it's bagged. Even for like the side blades, for example, I did like upper bolts in a separate bag, lower bolts, separate bag. Like we're just very tedious with that kind of stuff, right? But bro, how, like on the videos, if you guys saw my Instagram videos, it all looked all so easy. It was definitely not easy to the point where it's something that just anyone can go and do. Yeah. But like there's a lot of tedious stuff that you have to take apart just to get to like one simple panel. Like bro, even taking out the gas cap here, you're taking out the emergency release, you're taking out the breathers, like it's a lot of stuff. And then here, you're taking out the ECUs, right? So the ECUs, just to get to 2 bolts that are in here, this entire section had to get dropped down. Lower skid plate had to come down. There's an ECU right here, a main ECU with like all the plugs. All this had to get dropped down just to get to this bolt here. Again, this is where we say, you need to have the right skills to be able to do this and the patience to do it at the end of the day. Now, at least every single channel is gonna have black covering. You can imagine it's a yellow car and you wanna hide as much of this color as possible at the end of the day, right? The clamshell is now disassembled. That's 3 pieces as well. It came off as 1 piece, but it's 3-piece separate. All it was, bro, just to take all this apart was only for that clamshell to get it perfect. Meaning this air channel that comes through here, the clam comes like this and there's an air channel that goes like this and goes over the engine. So that gap, just because that gap, because I didn't want to see yellow or like have a Mickey Mouse way of just squeegeeing PPF from the inside as much as we can and just leave bubbles if you wanted to, which, hey, probably people do it. I don't know how they do it, but just because of that is why I took this entire bro, it's looking like a Fast and Furious 1 type build right here. Damn. So I got a call yesterday, very last minute. It was like in the evening. I think it was like at 4 o'clock. And this guy calls me. He's like, yo, I have a Supra build that I want to build for SEMA, and it needs a couple things. Doesn't look like a couple things to me. I wasn't here when the tow truck came, but when I came back, I don't know, man. Looks like a crazy build. It literally looks like the one that came off the truck. You remember Fast and Furious 1 where the Supra came off the tow truck? It literally looked like this. So even the firewall, so he messaged me after saying that the firewall needs to be changed as well. You can see it's crunched and like someone tack welded this like I don't even know how this is being held in together, to be honest. Like that's so bad. So apparently the firewall needs to get taken out, but I don't know, man. This is kind of, there's a fuse box. Oh. The paint's horrible. This has to get repainted. Like there's no way. If this thing is going to SEMA, it can't look like this. There's no way. SEMA's like, no, this year. What's it this year, I think? November or October. But yeah, this thing is crunched. Like this thing was obviously in an accident. You can see this area where it was all crunched in. They just banged it out. They put some like, oh yeah, there you go. Look at all this weld, bro. Looks like it has a disease. I don't know, man. I gotta make some calls, see who's willing to take this on. Because the way this is looking, I don't think it's meant for here. Surgeon needs a mask, no? Clamshell?
Yep.
All right, let's go bring this. We're gonna bring it up and I guess we could go, you wanna go up and over or you wanna kind of tilt it? Is it already assembled? Second piece? Okay, let's do that. The main clam is in 3 pieces. So this is the major, obviously centerpiece. And then the part that goes over gets bolted on each side. And that's honestly the main reason why we took apart this entire thing was just to get in the inner channel, right? And you see on the inner blade here, to get that part that goes over, to get in here, that's why we took it all apart. This obviously you don't see anything, it gets covered up. But this piece is one of the main reasons why we want to take it apart, because when it goes through that channel there, people like they try to, you know, put the wrap in and kind of squeegee it out because you won't really see it. But I know what goes on under there, and that doesn't happen here. That's why this whole thing got taken apart. Yep, I'm good here. Put it right here. Perfect. Good, good, good. Okay, so we'll gap these out nice. The top. So, Harv, we have one more of these. We'll put it there so we can gap it nice, okay? You should have seen even the original lines weren't even straight.
That's what I was about to say. You're almost like fixing the.
Yeah, I'm very precise, you know, on the money. It's gonna tighten this side and then we'll line up that side quick. You need to go less, actually, I feel like.
This one's all the way flush.
Yeah, because when we were turning them, they turned back.
Okay.
So,
A wrench?
yeah, get a wrench, spin it back, and then we can do the adjustment. I think 1, 2, 3, another big ECU is under here. I think it was about 4, right, Harv?
We found 4.
Yeah, I think all 4 we had to loosen out.
Yeah.
Because under here, there's a big one. There's like 6 or 7 plugs that went into it. But all that had to get taken apart just for 1 bolt in the middle.
Really?
1 bolt, that's it. Like 50 or 60 plus bolts just for 1 bolt. But hey,
You gotta do it right. You gotta...
that's it. We do it right or we don't do it at all, right? Instead of just cutting around it. Obviously the pre-cut way would have been that way, but disassembly. It's the only way. The level that we went to for you on this, God help my soul. All right, guys, the Revuelto is finally all complete. It looks absolutely stunning, and this is the definition of obviously having a Batmobile. Car came in the yellow color. It was obviously beautiful in the yellow as well. Man, if I had to get a Revuelto, I think this is definitely gonna be the spec that I would do too. Maybe a different color for accent, but right now, it literally looks like a Batmobile. Batman is black and yellow. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. You've seen what it took to actually get the car to this level. You know, there's other ways of doing it and you can cheap out doing certain things, but we wanted to go that extra mile no matter what and take apart the car completely just to get in this little air channel. This entire rear section has come apart. So again, this is the quality that we do. We tell you guys all the time, you know, if you guys want to get something done and you want to get it done the right way, you make sure you guys hit us up, you know? But take a look, the car came out absolutely beautiful. All right, guys. So we're on the way to go drop the car off to one of the OVO guys. We're not gonna show who it is, just because he's a little bit more discreet. But obviously, you know that we're working with these guys, and we have a lot more stuff cooking. So hope you guys enjoy all that content that we have with all the rollers and what we filmed, you know, building the car. So stay tuned for the next one, guys.